Hey, my beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful, fantastic, magnificent, unbelievably wonderful friends. This is me, your friend Kevin, and this is your Divine Daily Blast. Let's get right to it. All right, so we have an angel numerology number 9. That looks like a lovely little collage, doesn't it? Angel numerology number 9 day today. So let's just start there. Primarily, it's a completion or the end of a cycle, really. It's a call to embrace higher purpose and to bring your focus to being spiritually enlightened, get into some humanitarian type stuff, check on friends, if you will. Spiritual awakening is also on the cards for a number 9 day, whether you're on the path of spiritual growth, which we all are if you're on this channel, or ready to step into a higher level of consciousness. Perhaps you want to study a different level of divination. Maybe you want to get into a different divination tool. Career and money is highlighted on number 9. It's particularly a reminder to align your career goals with your life purpose and the values rather than purely thinking about material pursuits, if you will. Double 9, trust the process as the old phases end and follow your intuition for what's coming up next. Triple 9, which is the emergency number of the United Kingdom, is a major life chapter. It's most definitely a closing of something, and it's time to release the old to make new for what's coming up that's new. In the rare occasion that you see 4 9s in a row, like looking at something and the price tag says $99.99, whoa, massive transformation and changes are at hand, and you're fully supported by divine forces as you enter the new spiritual chapter. I think that's it. Let's have a look to see what tarot cards you can pull on this number 9 day. Use the Empress and the Hermit cards. I think that's incredible. I think that's pretty good. Call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and think about the planet of Venus being in Jupiter, expanding love, expanding gifts, expanding your fun, expanding your joy, letting that light shine bright. Okay. I'm on the right path to the best divine benevolent outcome in all the areas of my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My services are needed, yes, and will be received with gladness. Oh, yes. Even if you perform a service or you are prepared to perform a service, and maybe the service that you go to give or the service that you're about to give doesn't get met with positive response, that happens. Do not take it personally. I'll reference that recently myself and my office mate, partner, if you will, who does Reiki, healing, bodywork, have both experienced people who were disgruntled or upset or otherwise not happy with the situation that they found themselves in. And it is very difficult when the intention is to provide something positive, something upbeat, something light, something wonderful, for it to be met with adversity or it to be met with disgruntledness. The little bit of a caveat I can say, if the intention to provide the service, to offer the help, to give to another person is not met with positive, light, charming, whatever you want to call it, whatever you expected from this situation, do not absolutely take it personally. It is all about the intention. If your intentions are pure, if your intentions are honorable, if you intended to do something to somebody that would benefit them and they somehow or another refused it, or it wasn't what they expected, or something or another, you can't blame them, you can't shame them. Maybe that's what they're trying to do to you. There's something else going on. There's something underneath the covers that does not involve you, does not affect you, and is absolutely not part of your pathway. I had a very good friend and philosopher a long time ago, because, you know, being in hair or any kind of art form, even if that's doing energy work, painting, decorating. I can think of anything that you do to serve other people. Trying to manage the people's expectation of you and what they want is really kind of a trap, because if somebody is searching for happiness, for joy, for peace, for balance, for harmony in their life, and they're not finding it, because happiness, joy, peace, love, all of this comes from the heart space. If they're not in that heart space, if they're not finding it, they keep searching it. Every time they turn a corner looking for whatever that euphoria is, and they're still not finding it, well, then it's not on you, it's not on the other people, it's on their inability to land on the fact that there's love inside. They're coming from a place of fear. They're coming from a place of not being good enough. They're coming from a place, whatever they're coming from, wherever they're coming from. I'm using these as examples. I'm not using these as absolutes. But my point, as this card popped up, was managing the expectation of other people and expecting other people to manage yours is a trap. It's a trap of the ego. It's a trap where the ego gets to dance like the devil, because the ego and the devil card are matches in tarot. When you play with the devil, you know what happens. You get burned. Hello, fiery furnace of Babylon. Moving on. I'm hoping that landed somewhere with you. I feel like it landed somewhere with me. It's always a new way of being when some kind of hurt, difficult, objectionable feeling pops up for me. There's something I've got to learn in that. It's something that's showing me either you're taking it too personally, or you just have to accept the fact that you missed the mark, and it's okay to miss the mark because something else is coming up. All right, the love angels have sent an affirmation today. I should cover that nasty boo-boo on my thumb. When you have any fears surrounding love, in your life, ask for guiding hands to bring healing and reassurance that all will be well. Oh, I don't like the way that thumb looks. I hit it with a hammer and it got infected. Done. I believe in the power of love. I allow for healing in all relationships, including the one I have with myself. I'm hoping that lands with you. This is the second time this come up this week, and I gave it a good shuffle. I really did. We have Archangel Michael here this week as our angel activator. Archangel Michael being the archangel that knows everything, showing up. Let me tell you. Well, let's see. What is the message? Hang on one second. Let me just center here. What's the message that Archangel Michael wants to give to us today? Well, really, it's just that you're clearing the way and you're coming from this truth, looking at this sword and the sword of light that's coming up through it, being surrounded by, that looks like the Merkaba. I know it's not the Merkaba, but he was like God is considered to be the Prince of Light, which is what's shown in this sword. He's a powerful force that has been venerated as a saint. He's also known as the protector of those who work in services such as police, special forces, and the fire brigade. But any service, you're in the healthcare services, if you're in the healing service, it's all relevant. He's a divine counterpart to the Archangel of Faith, but he's also known for justice, along with Radkiel and Zadkiel, and comes to all of us who want to make a difference on the earth. And let's face it, right now we should all be willing to make a difference on the earth. So whatever reason, if you're finding yourself stuck or held back, but your angelic guidance is ready to move you forward, with his sword, he's cutting through the rubbish. He's cutting through the barriers. He's cutting through the blockers. He's cutting through the fear, really, that's standing in your way. If you've been wondering if this is the right time to proceed with your plans or not, this is showing you that heaven's supporting whatever endeavors you've got. Don't hold back. The road ahead is clear for you. So your affirmation or your activation is to say, thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for clearing the way, clearing the road, clearing everything for my highest good and my highest truth. And I'm hoping that lands and makes sense for you. Now, moving on to the next one, Hanuman. This is a Hindu god. Now, Hanuman is devoted to people of service. He's also saying, let God's love hold you in strength. He's got the prayer. He's got this wonderful, wonderful, like, light around him. And he's the Hindu warrior and divine companion. He's also a protector of the god Rama. Now, he's known as the son of the winged god Vayu, and he's loved by many, not only because he's a monkey form, but because his sheer dedication to Rama is inspired by spiritual devotees, which we are all spiritual devotees. So when you devote yourself to a vision of unwavering faith, my friends, you welcome in the support of the universe. So just today, actually all week long, because I pulled this card for the week. You welcome in the support of the universe and the devoted heart of Hanuman, guiding you to reflect on your strengths and all of your talents. Now, you might be considered someone who gives everything with your heart, and you may find it hard to receive that in return. So this is also about balancing your heart space. What you give comes back to you. In fact, giving without looking for anything in return, well, this is a way that the universe is saying, take more time and energy space to support yourself too. When you open up to the possibility of being supported and nourished, you're letting yourself be replenished, and thus you have more to give. Does that make sense? So this is about balancing what you give and what you receive, and being okay, being on the receiving end. I had a hard time with that, receiving help from other people. In fact, I am probably pretty stubborn when it comes to asking for help of others. It's not something that I find easy to do, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it's easier to give than it is to receive, to be honest. And I've got to reconcile that part of myself that feels like a bit of a failure if I need help. Like, I've got this, I'm good. It's also about control. We have to look at where our control is. Are we trying to control the narrative, or are we just going with the flow? All right, Louise Hay, Sunday, 25th of January, last week of the month. I am safe in the universe, which fully loves and supports me. Ooh, I like that. Let that sit for a little bit. I'm safe in the universe, which fully loves and supports me. All right, so I did shuffle, and I did pull 7 cards for this week, coming the 25th of January through the 31st. And today's card is the Sun card. Now, I love the images that Ciro Marchetti has. I just love them. I just love how it's so bright, so brilliant. And this is initially, when I pulled this card and opened it up, obviously realizing, it's the card number 19, the Sun of the Major Arcana. I thought, well, this looks like a little pocket watch. See that he's holding the pocket watch. And then I thought, well, it looks like a compass, but there's no north, south, east, or west. And then, of course, you go right to the middle and you see the Sun. But also, we're looking at all the planets. All the planets are being recognized in this card. Well, enough waffling about it. What exactly does it mean? Well, in this particular version, it's very much oriented to astrology. The planets are laid out against a circle, suggesting to study the natal charts. It has this wonderful geometric design, but it also has all of the planets hanging off of it, like they're all on a string tethered to the top of it. So the standard divinatory or divine meaning of this is based on the ways we experience the sun: light, heat, love, growth. It can suggest illumination, thought, discovery, positive and negative. So heat can either refer to physical heat or emotional warmth. Whenever we're basking in the sun, we're raising our energy level. Wherever we're sending out light and love to the universe, we're getting it back. It's a little bit like how the sun causes us and makes us feel. This is really quite a metaphysical sun card. So I'd say that for today, it's personal integration, individualism, conscious thought, light illumination, discovering the emotional warmth you've got in your heart. It's all about lifting your energy, a sense of well-being. If you are kind of not in that mood, you could be, like the other side of it, could be facing anger or the revelation of an uncomfortable truth coming. Because the sun card, when it shows up in a reading, has the ability to expose truths, exposes people for their misgivings. So also look at woe, things that you didn't expect. Shine your light into all the dark, shadowy spaces, if that makes sense. Now, I forgot to mention where the moon is. It's in Taurus. It meets Chiron as well, so there could be a chance to heal old wounds. So this is why all of this is coming up. We're in a healing phase, my friends. Focus on the self-care. Focus on emotional releasing. If that's watching a sad movie and it evokes tears and you're just in that feeling of just letting it go, let it go. I'm also thinking that with this moon traveling in Taurus and this meeting Chiron, it's just temporary. I imagine by overnight, tomorrow, later on, you should be feeling a bit better. All right. Fairies everywhere. Bring us a card that can lighten our way, lift us up, and joyful. Whoop. That card seemed like it wanted to pop out. There you go. Peace. Well, I can't think of a better card. Just peace. Gosh, I think I've got to put a band-aid on this little thumb. Just bless it. Both thumbs. I don't quite know what happened. But, well, I do know what happened. I won't go into those details, but I know what happened. You notice I took all my nail polish off. There's a reason for that. Something did happen. About 3 or 4 weeks ago at a manicure place. There you go. I'm not going to say any more. But anyway, peace. What brings you peace? What brings you a sense of satisfaction? What brings your heart space peace? See if you can't picture yourself with your eyes down, some melodic music in 432 hertz is lovely. Yesterday I was listening to some South African music, just a choir singing, and that melodic tone put me in that instant state of peace. And if you close your eyes down and you take your deep breath, our friend of the channel, I reminded her when she says down and down and down, and she goes into the alpha space. If you can just get to that sense of peace and tranquility, and then allow your heart space to open by the sun. And if you think about the sun spreading itself outward through your arms and your shoulders and your back and your legs down into your feet, and you feel your feet reaching for the love and the light of Mother Earth, and your arms reaching out to the west and the east, embracing the world, embracing the planet, and Archangel Michael being probably true north, just taking his sword of light, his sword of the sun, and surrounding you with protection, surrounding you with that love, with that light, and then letting all your guardian angels come forward and tell you you're on the right path, you're doing good. This is all for your own love and protection. And I'm hoping that makes sense. Just that little visual lifts you up, lightens you up, and sets you on for the day. All right, I'll be back later on today with a full view of the week with planets and the moon and the continuation of our tarot cards. All right, my friends, until later, you be well. I'll see you later. Bye for now.